Hello, 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 beautiful, powerful women on social media. Welcome back to Tea Time with Tammy. As usual, I want to say I pray this video finds you well and in good spirit. I thank you for taking out the time to listen to my video. It is always appreciated. So thank you so much for that. So let's go ahead and dive right into our topic for today, our power shot topic, which is healthize your life. And last week we talked about sleep and the importance of sleep and the things that happens when we get the right amount of sleep, what happens to our bodies. It pretty much rejuvenates itself, for lack of a better term. And so that's why it's important that we get at least 8 hours of sleep, especially us women, because our bodies, our minds are wired differently than men. So we need maybe an extra 20 minutes. That's just me. So we're going to talk about healthizing our emotions. Now, ladies, you all, let's just be honest with one another and ourselves. Now, you know we are emotional. And when we are emotional, we commit self destructive acts. We make stupid decisions when we allow whatever emotion we're feeling at that point to get the best of us. For example, me, my strongest emotion that I have gotten a lot of control over. I'm still working and getting better at controlling that emotion. However, in the far past, when I would get angry and I would have a fight with whoever I was dating at the time, I would literally throw dishes and tear up stuff in my apartment. And it took a couple of times for me to realize that that was just the most stupidest thing that I could ever do. Why am I destroying my stuff? Stop allowing yourself to get so angry that you destroy your stuff. So that's what I'm talking about, allowing the emotion to take control. So there are steps that we can use to get to a healthy emotional balance. But let's first look at what emotional well-being, some of the characteristics of emotional well-being looks like. And this is coming from an article called the Federal Occupational Health and Human Services. They are the government service. They're part of the government. So and they specialize in this. So, but they talk about the signs of good emotional health is one, the ability to adapt to change, meaning you don't have a problem if you move or if you get a new boss or whatever. It isn't hard for you to adapt to that particular change that's in your life. You have a sense of purpose, meaning you have meaning in your life. You feel your life is meaningful. A feeling of completeness and contentment, meaning you're basically okay with where you are, and where you are, you are complete in that contentment. The ability to create fulfilling relationships that doesn't just stop at romantic relationships. That's friendships, that's family, that's work, that's socializing, relationships, period, business. A feeling of self-control, positive self-esteem, feeling good about yourself, pretty much is what they're saying. Oh my goodness, excuse me, y'all. The ability to have fun and enjoy yourself, not sitting around isolating yourself and singing the woe is me's, still going out and having a good time. I'm not saying you can't have your moment of down, but don't stay in that down moment is what I'm trying to convey. And they say the resiliency in the face of difficulty. You stand strong. You're not afraid to deal with the harsh times that come your way. And so those are some of the things that if you want more information on detail more detailed information on these characteristics and more, you can visit the website at foh.hhs.gov. It again is foh.hhs.gov. And so you can look at that website and get more information on that. I'm just giving you the basics. So now we're going to go ahead and look at some steps to maintaining our good emotional health. And we're going to utilize the book called Our Bodies, Ourselves, that's presented to us by the Boston Women Health Book Collective. The first thing they talk about as far as us maintaining good emotional health is the wellness strategy. That's basically eating right and getting the right amount of sleep and getting exercise. We do need to get up and move around. I don't care if you have to step in place for 2 minutes in your house, at least you're moving, and you can increase that. You can make that a goal and increase that even more. You don't necessarily have to go out and buy a membership. Start with where you are. Start in your home. Use canned goods for your waste. We have to learn how to utilize where we are. So, but that's just my little Tammyism tangent. They also suggest that we should be getting to spiritual work. Those who are spiritual know that you need to stay connected to God in order to maintain that good emotional health. It is dire that we do that. It is dire that we do that. They also suggest that we do creative activities. I suggest the same thing, like coloring, painting, whatever that's going to take your mind off, whatever you know. Basically, these steps are, I'm sorry, I'm being a little random here. Basically, these steps are treatment plans to maintain the good emotional health. So this isn't just something you do once. This is something you're going to have to do consistently. Excuse me, in order to maintain your good emotional health. And everybody has, the latest phone, so you can whatever coloring you can do that. I believe on these new phones, and you can do for me, I like the word search, so I have that downloaded on my phone. And I also like to do it in paper. So but doing things like that, arts and crafts, those things help keep our minds, our emotions in balance. That's what I'll say. Help keep us in balance. Also, they said we should participate in self-help groups. Stay connected to your community. Volunteer. Volunteering is very wonderful. I volunteer a lot. I haven't done any volunteering this past year, but I like to volunteer. I'm meeting new people. I'm learning from people. I'm getting different perspectives on different topics. So yeah, volunteering is a excellent thing. And if you like children, you can volunteer with children. If you are an excellent reader or good with English, you can volunteer at the literacy program. Just anything that's going to help keep you while you're helping someone else in a emotional balance. So, and then they talk about friendships and community again. Like I said, being involved in a community, hanging out with your friends and having a good time and different things like that. And then working for social and political change. You can volunteer to work at the polls. Just anything that's going to benefit you, that's going to help you maintain good emotional health. Because again, ladies, you all know we are emotional beings and we make irrational decisions in our emotions. So we have to implement treatment plans so when we find ourselves in a certain emotion, we can be composed in that emotion with all of this here and hooping and hollering and the fussing and the cussing. And I'm just speaking on a romantic piece when you're in a relationship, but it can be work as well. You can get emotionally ecstatic at work. That bottom line is we just have to We have to take care of ourselves all over our mind, body, and our spirit, excuse me. It is not just us working out our body. We have to work out every facet of our minds, our bodies. I mean, our being is what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry. We have to keep our mind right, and we're gonna talk about a little bit of that probably next week. I'm not really sure because I kind of want to go in detail on that. But ladies, I just implore you to really healthize your emotions, really begin to do inventory, and start utilizing some of these things to help us stay in emotional healthy being, well-being. I journalize. I like to write in my journal. That helps keep my mind from racing, especially when I'm feeling antsy. That's when I really need to write, and it literally helps me. So again, I implore you to healthize your emotions, connect yourself with positive people who's going to lift you up, who's going to encourage you. And I just pray that again that you all have a wonderful day. Thank you once again for listening to Tea Time with Tammy. I truly appreciate your time, and I appreciate you sharing the videos. I pray that you have a wonderful and blessed day. Know that I love you, but you know that God loves you more. Talk to you later.